Welcome back to my apartment. Today we are going to be reading a story that maybe you've heard before or maybe you haven't, but it goes along with our water theme this week. So we will be reading The Rainbow Fish. Such a great story. This story is by Marcus Pfister. The Rainbow Fish. A long way out in the deep blue sea, there lived a fish. Not just an ordinary fish, but the most beautiful fish in the entire ocean. His scales were every shade of blue and green and purple, with sparkling silver scales along them. The other fish were amazed at his beauty. They called him Rainbow Fish. "Come on, Rainbow Fish," they would call. "Come on and play with us." But the Rainbow Fish would just glide on past, proud and silent, letting his scales shimmer. One day, a little blue fish followed after him. "Rainbow Fish! Rainbow Fish!" he called. "Wait for me! Please give me one of your shiny scales. They are so wonderful, and you have so many." "You want me to give you one of my special scales? Who do you think you are?" cried the Rainbow Fish. "Get away from me." Shocked, the little blue fish swam away. He was so upset, he told all of his friends what had happened. From then on, no one would have anything to do with the Rainbow Fish. They turned away when he swam by. What good were dazzling, shimmering scales with no one to admire them? Now he was the loneliest fish in the entire ocean. One day, he poured out his troubles to the starfish. "I really am beautiful. Why doesn't anybody like me?" "I can't answer that for you," said the starfish, "but if you go beyond the coral reef to a deep cave, you will find the wise octopus. Maybe she can help you." The Rainbow Fish found the cave. It was very dark inside, and he couldn't see anything. Then suddenly, two eyes caught him in their glare, and the octopus emerged from the darkness. "I have been waiting for you," said the octopus with a deep voice. "The waves have told me your story. This is my advice. Give a glittering scale to each of the other fish. You will no longer be the most beautiful fish in the sea, but you will discover how to be happy." "I can't," Rainbow Fish started to say, but the octopus had already disappeared into a deep cloud of ink. Give away my scales? My beautiful, shining scales? How could I ever be happy without them? Suddenly, he felt the light touch of a fin. The little blue fish was back. Rainbow Fish, please don't be angry. I just want one little scale. The rainbow fish wavered. Only one very small shimmery scale, he thought. Well, maybe I won't just miss one. Carefully, the rainbow fish pulled out the smallest scale and gave it to the little fish. Thank you! Thank you very much! The little blue fish bubbled playfully as he tucked the shiny scale among his blue ones. A rather peculiar feeling came over the rainbow fish. For a long time he watched the little blue fish swim back and forth with his new scale glittering in the water. The little blue fish whizzed through the ocean with his scale flashing, so it didn't take long before the rainbow fish was surrounded by other fish. Everyone was wanting a glittering scale. The rainbow fish shared his scales left and right, and the more he gave away, the more delighted he became. When the water around him filled with glimmering scales, he at last felt at home among the other fish. Finally, the rainbow fish only had one shining scale left. His most prized possessions had been given away, and yet he was very happy. Come on, rainbow fish, they called. Come on and play with us. Here I come, said the rainbow fish, as happy as he could be. He swam off to join all of his friends. I think what's really special about a story like this is that we can learn something about ourselves too. When you think about Rainbow Fish thought that the most important thing that he had was his scales and the beauty that he possessed. And it prevented him from really having good friends. Sometimes I think when we have friends, or I guess even people that maybe we're at school with, maybe we care too much about our things or the way that we look or what we want to do, that sometimes we miss out on having real friends. I think Rainbow Fish shows us that sometimes when we share a bit of ourselves, obviously we can't peel off our shiny scales, but maybe there's some treasure that you have. Maybe it's your sense of humor or your creative mind or your ideas about how to play a game that you keep to yourself that maybe you could share with other people, and perhaps it could bring about some beautiful friendships for you. Maybe think about what gifts you have that you can share with others to try to be a good friend and to help other people feel included. When Rainbow Fish shared his scales, he made other people feel loved and included. And honestly, what's interesting is that's really what Rainbow Fish wanted himself. What made Rainbow Fish feel sad, at least initially in the story, is that he didn't have friends. There's something really special about friendship. So I hope that you can think about what ways you can share your gifts and the beautiful things about you with other people. And I hope that you can be blessed by maybe some new friends that you'll make through sharing a little bit of yourself. Have a great day.